There's a freshness in the air after a snowfall. There is a passion that rises in the heart and a perseverance in the soul. Among these forces, there is life. To the mysterious force that gives life, I invite you to turn with me in prayer.
3 words to describe First Parish: probably community, action, and connection.
One of the beauties of this congregation is that the person next to you, just in terms of religion, can have entirely different belief system, and that's okay because you're both UUs.
There's not a set creed that you have to believe in. Rather, we sort of lead with values or principles, as we call them. And simultaneously a recognition that when we come together in community, we realize how the world is hurting and that we are impelled to serve the world and care for the world and heal the world.
The structure of First Parish comes from what are the values you hold most dear, and this is a place where you can express those and where you can be in community with people who feel similarly.
When my mom was diagnosed with cancer, we really needed a community to depend on. So we came here looking for that support, which we did find.
You meet your neighbors. We like our neighbors, but it's a different sort of thing to come together intentionally every week and to choose to do that together.
Initially, we wanted the kids to have an education, a religious education, so we had them enrolled in the program here.
Our Sunday school here, we call it RE. It stands for Religious Education.
All of the teachers are volunteers. Many of them are parents in the community, but not all. The community really comes together in support of the children to give them a positive experience.
It's provided a whole new group of kids and a whole new group of adults that our kids can interact with and trust in a way that sometimes can be really hard with small cliques at school.
While the kids were in their class and we were in the sanctuary, we started to get hooked. One particular Sunday I came in and I had a really bad week at work. I was kind of down, and I realized that as I was sitting in the sanctuary, it was almost like there was a blanket around me. I felt like, oh, I'm so glad I'm here right now.
We want to change. We want to be changed, and we want to help change others and the world.
When you are trying to be a good and ethical and compassionate person in the world, it's easier to do that in a community of people who are all trying to be good, ethical, and compassionate people in the world.
The youth group, every other year, are able to take part in a service trip. It took place at the end of the school year for 1 week in Pittsburgh. Our subject was climate justice, so we helped around the city, cleaning up, rejuvenating certain areas. It was really eye-opening of what different communities look like.
If we understand that we're really interconnected, then issues like the refugee crisis globally is our neighborhood story.
I'm involved with the asylum seeker program. That's a First Parish initiative. It got me working with a woman who's seeking asylum, and it's a connection that I've been able to make that I would never have been able to do anywhere else.
First Parish accepts us when we make mistakes. There aren't many places in our world where you can stumble and be loved.
It's my spiritual home. It's also a place that sort of fed me and encouraged me to grow, and I couldn't be more grateful.
I'm continually invited to ask, who do I want to be? Who do I want to become? And how can I start again? And I really appreciate that.
I have always found it so incredibly comforting knowing that I am one stone among many stones, and there are celebrations, but there are concerns, and we're all in it together.
It is easy and tempting in our world to lead a very private life. But if you want a richer life, if you want a life that includes others beyond your immediate circle, You can find that at First Parish.